Welcome back to the CIS Minor. Joining me is Hugo. We are going into potentially our final map. I think the pistol might actually be underway, so we might want to jump straight into that one. We don't want to be looking at our faces anymore. And, well, there we go. We are going to see Chopper. How on earth did he get there?
I have no idea, but we missed out a little bit. It's still fine. They're all in. They are going to be on that CT side. Spirit starting off on the T side, and obviously they are fighting back from a loss in the like previous
25 seconds.
Must have pushed speed very fast. But the bomb's going to be down in middle here. Mir does have control. Hutchie will be able to land one, and Mir actually still getting aggressive despite having all this control. The USPs are favoured for long range, so I'm not sure why they're taking so many engagements, but it is going to favour them. dust2 goes down at the end, and Spirit, they are going to fall down the first round. Not where they want to be right now.
Yeah, they've already lost the first map 1-0. I suppose if you lose the first map, of course, it's 1-0.
Yeah, 16, what?
8.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, don't challenge me. I remember numbers. Yeah. I think it was that.
It was.
Either way, we are going into the second round. We will see dust2 going for his trusty Deeg, a few nades coming in onto Dima, and then the rest of the players going with a bit of armor and, of course, their trusty pistols.
Yeah, so not too much. Obviously, the AWP save is going to be coming out in a couple more rounds as they didn't get the bomb down. And we will see this push up short here already. We may have a bit of a peek from Chopper. He has that famous spot at that first player. No tag coming out though. Cody will be able to take control over towards short. We have the outer long as well. They will be committing towards this A site, it seems. Not much amount of utility here on this side, but it's not going to matter too much at least. The main issue is going to be that player in pit, Cassandra. But this run boost, I like it. Cody's going to go for it. Oh, okay, maybe no. Finally, just biding his time, waiting. Now, there we go. Run boost going out. He crosses. That's great. You've got to catch out that player over on long. And now JR going to have to back up with Cassandra. He's going to have to pull out the damage. He does get 2 and 3. That's phenomenal. JR is dropped, but the USP is going to be left for him to tag away. Okay, Cassandra, that's 4 kills already. And 1 left here. Soptvik on the site.
Yeah, well, he's dropped the bomb. He took every single player down towards long. Nice shot coming out from Soptvik. If he can find this player on short, maybe there's an opportunity. He does still have quite a bit of HP. He was looking for the weapon, and, well, Uti's going to take him down. So that will be another round, a little bit costly. Deeg's managing to do a bit of damage, but props to Cassandra, because the fact is, if they had pushed through short, that would have been a bomb plant, but he manages to take down 4 players over towards long to make sure that they are denied.
Yeah, great start so far. 6-1 already in a couple of rounds, and we are going to be going shortly into this buy after 1 more eco here from the Spirit side. Just Glocks, a couple of flashbangs, nothing too scary. Glocks. They better make sure they don't lose the Glocks, because that could be really triggering here. But ALLIN have all the rifles to work with. They have that Scout, sorry, I was about to say SMG, but Scout on the side of JR. He is once again over towards long, ready on this angle, but we do have a bit of a push into the CT spawn here from 1 player on Chopper, and he'll be fast to rotate, as well as Cassandra again on long, but he will probably just be focusing on that long door instead of the short angle.
They've actually got a really good chance to get the bomb down. Yeah,
a run boost as well. If they did that with the bomb, that'd be perfect, but oh no!
Oh, whiffed.
Still.
It's all over now. Bomb will be pushing onto the site, and they should actually get a plant here, so this is going to be a nice little boost to their economy. It seems to be quite a few teams will just happily abandon this, and I guess it makes the round a little bit cleaner, but I say that. 2 players just got taken down by the Glocks. There's going to be a couple of rifles, make it only 1, as Uti will be able to trade this back. Now, there isn't really much chance of them winning the round from here, let's be brutally honest, but they've already pretty much done exactly what was needed. Soptvik's going to fall back with a rifle in hand, and, well, he's happy to just save there. That is a really good round considering the investment. $400 put in. Okay, it doesn't save the rifle, but they still get an extra 4 grand spread across all the players.
Yeah, nice work there from ALLIN to get the retake in. Still very good round, as you said, for Spirit. So nothing that they should be ashamed of in that one. And that will enable them to go for this buy, and a very big one as well. AWP looking even more likely on dust2. And as we go into it, I love all these little zoom-ins on the logo. They're pretty fun. But yeah, dust2 on that AWP as we predicted. And still the Scout on ALLIN. So JR's not been upgrading that just yet, despite having enough money to do so, if I'm correct. So either way, it is going to be the 4th round. Bit of long aggression already from Tony.
Of course, that last round was pretty damn costly, and you have to remember they didn't save too many guns in the previous round, but already, well, a man who has been stepping up in this series so far continues to do just that. First kill comes in for Mer, the aggression over towards the B site, and it's actually going to continue. Considering he's so low on HP, this is very, very risky, but he's going to go all the way back into T-spawn.
Is he going to go all in?
Maybe. Just maybe. I don't think we've used that joke before. Well done.
No. Very, very new one. This is much like the pistol round that Chopper performed, though. This is going to be a crazy flank. And oh my god, Kabakan, he has no idea. If this guy pushes all the way over towards long, it's going to be a great lineup. There we go, 2 kills already. Now all in, they are going to be securing this round. It looks like there's another one towards mid, but he's distracted. Hurts will actually take him down, whereas Mir tags him down at least and creates a distraction towards the top of middle, but still 2 players remaining for Team Spirit.
Yeah, the only real advantage could be that they've actually abandoned B because of this. However, is he going to catch the bomb too? He's going to hear the footsteps. They should know exactly where this is now. Nice little timing, and Hootie will push back in. Looking for the final kills and a flawless round coming out from the CT side. That is an absolutely wonderful round overall. Completely makes up for the mistakes in the last, and great play already starting off for that CT side. Yeah,
and definitely considering they only need this one more map on dust2 to be able to secure, obviously, first place at this minor. And not only that, but a grand total of $30,000 aside from 15k as the second place winner, which obviously will be the loser of this best of 3 Spirit. We can't afford to keep throwing away rounds, and they are going to be on the pistol now. But if they lose a buy after this, I'm not going to be looking very happily towards them here. And all in, they really are going all in, as pathetic and trashy as that sounds, because we've used that joke about 20 times today.
No, I'm sure nobody's sick of that one. It's probably people ripping their hair out, soon they'll look like me. Either way, Sophic will be down to 10 HP, already taking a lot of damage from the scout. JR not really needing to upgrade as of yet, and I do see you glancing at my hair. That is an insult in itself.
No, I just looked at you to laugh.
They call me the Avatar.
See, I would have glanced at your hair if you had any, but that is a real issue you're facing.
Avatar, I'm going to draw an arrow in my head.
Do it. But all in, they are going to be holding down short. JR's probably going to get triggered by this 3rd run boost in a row. Oh, he doesn't catch it. That's so unfortunate. This bomb plant, again, this is looking like deja vu because they've already taken control of the site. They just need to get this bomb down as well. Push a little bit further up. JR utilising that USP. He's going to be able to get 1, almost 2. His teammate gets a 2nd, and Chopper is going to be able to follow up as well. It's going to be Dima to at least chime in with a deagle, but that's all he's going to get as Cody grabs the gun off the body that Dima found, and he won't be able to get anything with it either. All in, lose 1 player. Great round from them. Bit of a clean-up as well. The buy will still be coming through for Team Spirit.
I like that from JR. He knows that he's only got a scout. He's got plenty of cash, and he decides to challenge to make sure that they're unable to get the bomb plant. So just making sure that they don't have any more money. However, they do have plenty to actually get a buy on the board. The only real addition may have been a pistol and some nades for dust2 going into this next one. No hit down mid. 2 players will be able to cross. In the meantime, we do see a little bit of aggression coming out from the T's over towards the... Oh, wow. I've got tunnels area. Completely mind blank there. Of course, we've been up for a long time, so cut me some slack. Either way, it is going to be that push coming in towards long from the CT side. Interestingly, not going too far. If he pushes any more, he may be caught out, so Kshandra has to be a little bit careful.
Spirit, though, setting 1 player up towards short. There's potential that Sophic can find himself an early frag here, but you can see the Molotov just denying him access to that area for the time being, and it's not clear where they're pushing towards just yet. There's always potential to hit B, really, at this point, if they do focus on their middle control, and as that smoke starts to dissipate, Davkos, he may potentially be able to get a pick there with the AWP, but the player just going to cross back towards the B site safely. That will be Chopper there, not taking the fight instead. Now Team Spirit, pressure on A, but still no real signal as to where they want to go. The Molotov forcing Cody back, and that means his teammate from lower tunnel has to come in to support. That will be Dima, because they're expecting some kind of B play coming in here, but all in are not getting aggressive in this round. They know the time's low, and they know Team Spirit have to bring the fight to them.
Yeah, they have taken a few tags, and a lot of their utility is now expended. Mer with a smoke in hand, and that's about it. He is over towards this B site, so maybe able to slow it down just a little bit, but going to be caught out. It will be Hootie to spray 1 down, make that a 2nd with Chopper's help, and they will already take this round by storm. Davkos, well, he can sit there, he can try his best. He's going to go pushing in with the AK.
Yeah, no real need for Chopper to peek here. He can, obviously, and I'm sure he will land the frag, but he's got to wait for his teammates to support him. Nice double play, though. Player tags him through mid. Chopper peeks out and gets a kill, and that will be the round there in the bag for the CT side. Once again, furthering their lead. And I don't really know what to say about this one, because, Tom, this is not looking like the old dust2 that we had earlier.
No, a very, very strong start coming out. Chopper, well, no surprise. I want to know how many of those he's actually had now.
Yeah, honestly.
He's got too many skulls in his closet.
I want to see what his HLTV rating has been inflated to after this event as well. It's probably about 4. But Team Spirit, fast push up short, it seems.
Yeah, they are going to be making their way down. Davkos with the scout. Very aggressive push. No running boost this time. Chopper will M1 with an aid, and while he's lining them up, knocking them down, Coldy will finally trade back. He will be able to try and get this bomb down, but Mer, he is not having that. He doesn't want to give them even a slight lifeline going into the next round, and while Hootie finishes things off, this is an absolutely phenomenal start to the map coming out. I was going to say from the Russian team, but of course the more prominent Russian team.
Not only a great start, but also a great finish. It's looking like they instantly want to close it up with a 16-0. We're finally going to see a tactical pause, and maybe this will have some effect on the player's spirit. I honestly, as somebody, what's so funny?
Did you not even mean that one?
Mean what?
It will have an effect on the player's spirit.
I said the tactical play of spirit.
Oh, I thought you said...
The player's spirit. I like
God.
that. You've fallen this deep into the puns, Tom.
Yeah,
You don't know when I'm being serious
I've
and when I'm
been
making
lost.
a pun. That took me a second to work out. The player's spirit. Yeah. I like that. No, the play of spirit is what I was saying, but I was speaking too fast, and that's probably my fault.
Got lost in translation.
Definitely. Either way, maybe it will have an effect on the player's spirit too.
Maybe.
I love the face palm though you really gave me after I say that. I thought I said something stupid. I was like, what have I done?
No.
Oh.
I just heard something stupid instead.
It's your mind giving you tricks.
Yeah, no, I've had enough puns for today. I think I might have to have an amnesty.
Oh.
Nice.
We are like 10 maps in, so I couldn't understand you. Cassandra, though, is going to be able to be pushed up. Does get traded by Kabakan, though, and they grab themselves a rifle to play with. And armor as well, so a bit of potential to come back into this one. No, okay, JR denies it. That looked like Sophic was about to follow up with a second deke, and that would have been very scary, considering this should be a throwaway round for Spirit.
You don't play with JR.
No. That's a bait peek, and he gets the kill regardless.
Yeah, that was a nice little pixel shot. In the end, not quite going to hit the flick. It's quite low on HP. Going to try and take this with the Deeg. Doesn't manage it. Oh, maybe Kabakan. Not going to hit the player from behind. And well, it looks like he panicked a little bit towards the end. 8-0 or 0-8. Not going to save the AWP, but something tells me they'll probably be able to afford another one. And this is looking like a complete turnaround. It can be said, like, teams learning from their mistakes, but this doesn't look like they're particularly learning from anything. It just looks like Team Spirit are completely down and out of this one. This is a completely different sort of showing. Davkos is barely on the map. He's been able to get his AWP most of the time and just hasn't been doing anything with it.
Considering they played this map a couple of hours ago and it went 16-14 in favour of Spirit, I don't know how the hell this has gone like this. You know, you said earlier you confused Spirit with Secret. I feel like Secret are probably playing on Spirit's accounts right now.
Maybe that's the secret. I lied. Chopper! Oh, he goes very aggressive, running into a position called Suicide.
Name suits the place.
Yep, says it all really. Davkos, well, maybe the beast has finally awoken. Cassandra's still at the top of mid, but Demon doesn't care. Head straight off. Now, it seems like they're all just going to run in. I think they've mixed up how the sides of this map work. You guys are supposed to be defending, not attacking. And maybe this is going to be the sort of moment where, okay, yep, a little bit too cocky. Looking like we are seeing some sort of pause. I can't imagine that's tactical from ALLIN, although that was a pretty poor round. I feel like that would be a little bit much. Maybe some sort of technical issue coming in at the moment.
Maybe so. I'm sure we'll get clarification in just a second. The production has been pretty awesome so far this event with the little things on the side. Tactical pause for ALLIN. Is this just the BM? Is this a BM pause?
Let us one round and call attack pause. Love it. Absolutely love it. Although that round was just stupid. I have to say, maybe this is the moment where they're just saying, okay, guys, let's calm down a little bit. Three players pushed up
Let's trigger
mid.
Spirit.
Well, no, I genuinely think that this is a point where they're just saying, okay, we need to calm down, because that was really dumb. Like, they had Chopper push up the top of mid. Seconds later, Cassandra did the exact same thing. Then we have Hootie again pushing up mid, and you're just thinking, that's not a good way to play. You don't want to give the... Because the fact is, they have lost this map in 16-14. They have thrown away rounds before. And you don't even want to give them a chance to get back into the game. That's not the way to do it, especially when your economy wasn't exactly, like, booming or anything. They didn't have 16k per player. They only had say, a couple of extra thousand, which they've now had to spend.
Another positive of them calling out that pause, it allows them to at least decide what they want to do in this round, to potentially get themselves a reset on their hands. Because if they do that, Spirit, they're out of the half. I mean, if they weren't already, and down to the reset. So that is going to be horrible if it does go through. But let's see at least what happens. As ALLIN, they are going to be set up. An interesting setup as well. A bit of a lackluster control on B. We haven't seen too much prominence on the B site here from Spirit. Oh, there he goes through though. So it's understandable they have a little bit of a standard off of B, but still dangerous considering it's a very hard site to retake. And if Spirit snuck into a smoke, for example, and took the B site, that could have been really dangerous.
I'm just looking at A at the moment. If there's a push too short, they've lost the site. Now it is
5v5 retake.
Yeah, it is the way more retakeable, but it's still just one of those positions where giving it away completely seems a little bit over the top. Maybe just hoping that they'll go in a different direction and they'll have plenty of players available. That definitely is a possibility, but just looking at the spot currently there from the T side, they are going to be making their way up short. The bomb, first player peeking. Okay, that seems a little bit much. Maybe they're going to go for a running boost. I don't think they've tried that yet.
Shut up. They haven't tried it on a buy round though. I feel like it would work on a buy round, but obviously they're just going to drop into CT here. We have Mir to try and hold off. He does land himself one, and lots of damage as well. But look at the flank, it's already on. Hutch is going to be able to push up through mid and take short control to kill another, but the bomb going down on the site still may not be a great situation for Team Spirit, who do have some players to fight with on long. They're not even going to check it. Chopper finds a headshot across the map, and Coldie is going to be alone, trying to hold off. Turns around, and that's when he gets peaked. That's Counter-Strike go for you. Does go down, the reset comes in, the pause working out very well for ALLIN, not like they really needed it, and a 9-1 going to be in play.
Yeah, I do like that play actually worked out really well because of the sort of waterfall jump down effect. They try and almost push into CT, and that's the one place where they couldn't really go on that A site. Obviously they couldn't push along either, there were two players there, but it just seemed that after sort of almost expelling all the other areas, the CTs just went, yeah, they're probably going to go short, and just came around with the flank. Now, the flank was literally instantaneous the second they went out onto the site. So it will be another buy. The bomb plant does go down, and because the round before that they actually managed to win was so flawless, they will actually have something in play. He's getting a bit too big for my boots at this point. Not my boots, his boots. And this aggression is actually starting to punish ALLIN a little bit. Again, they're not booming on economy. They could actually be reset after this round, and they've had two players now push into mid and die.
Yeah, they can't afford to take these silly risks, and while they may be leading, you know, a 9-6 is definitely possible, and that's actually a fairly decent half here. Again, another player going to be caught out here, unnecessarily rotation, and Davkos going to be turning it back into a man advantage situation now, doubled down for Team Spirit in a 4v2. ALLIN, they have to pull something out the bag.
Yeah, they're gambling on the A site, and it's not looking like they're going to be going in that direction. You do have a player currently waiting in spawn. Very slow sort of methodical play coming out at the moment from Spirit. They're expecting some sort of reaction, and that's a pretty good gamble, to be fair.
I can imagine a save will go down though after they hear this bomb plant go down on this B site, and they know it's not A in a few seconds, so you can already see these teasers just trying to clear the area. JR spotting out that mid to B in there. He knows it. He's not even going to try and commit to the retake, I'd like to think. Maybe just trying to catch his player before he gets into the window. Won't get in position. He should be able to find the angle, but he actually drops off safely. And that'll be it. That'll be the round given away. Team Spirit will get the bomb down. There's no way ALLIN would chase a 2v4 on a B site as well. So pushing back towards the A site, we're going to see JR move with that AWP, just trying to retain it to the next round.
Yeah, this may actually give them a possibility to get a buy on the board. I think saving the two rifles might give them something that I really don't like the last few rounds that we've seen from ALLIN. The round that they played previously, when they played nice and passive, they baited them onto short, and then they had to retake perfectly. That was a really smart play. Then this round, they push up mid, Mer gets a trade, and Chopper just goes, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Like, you know there's players there. It's not really a risk that you need to take. The rounds before where you've just been playing passively have all worked out in your favor. You were 8-0 up. So why are you suddenly going, okay, now we need to change? That doesn't make any sort of sense. They're going for over-aggression. And if anything, the player you want going aggressive is JR with that AWP. He has the long-range position. He's been finding picks. I don't really know why they're going for anything more. And yes, Mer at the start of the game, I don't know, maybe he's got a bit restless because he isn't fragging as heavily as he was before. If that is the case, then I think that's a level of stupidity on his part, but they should be fine to get a bye for this round, although it's still pretty damn close if they were to lose it.
Yeah, I don't like this aggression, as you said. I'm not going to reiterate anything there, but they just don't need to. They just need to stop. They need to realise. So I hope they will, at least for their sake. But in the sake of Spirit, obviously, they can only
keep
hope
pushing.
this aggression keeps coming. Yeah. But eventually it will work out. I mean, the CTs will do it. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. It's good to see they're not doing it this time, even though there's no long control in the hands of the T's. So we could see Cassandra potentially push up through these doors, but just going to hold back for the time being. Just clearing the angle, peeking a little bit. Davkos, so going to take down that B player. Why are you pushing on B? I feel like ALLIN really need to talk about this. Yeah, Chopper will get a refrag at least coming in for his team, but he is going to have to be the man to step up now. And Hutch going down, and no B support, of course, because they've lost that aggressive push-up anyway. And Hutch to fall is going to mean that this B site is basically contested by no one on the ALLIN side. It's going to be given to Team Spirit, and a retake is possible, but not very likely.
Yeah, they're both stuck towards CT as well. The knowledge of their positions is definitely known, and while Chopper gets away with one, that's going to be it. And I think somebody just needs to take Mer by the hand and say, stop pushing. Because information is one thing, but you have become too predictable. If you're pushing 3 rounds, like pretty much 3 rounds back to back, it just becomes really obvious what you're going to do. And I'm not really sure why they're not like taking other avenues. They haven't tried pushing long. If they really feel the need to push something, but it's just getting to the point where Davkos will go, oh, you want to push? Do you want to push tunnels? All right, guys, thanks. Oh, bloodbath incoming. Everybody being sprayed down. It will be a couple of trades coming in. There's still 2 players on the side. Actually, Cassandra has managed to get one, and that's the bomb. Now they could play up close. They're trying to get a little bit of a crossfire, and that's a nice flash. Peek comes in, whiffing shots, and Chopper will eventually be taken down. Not a bad eco round, but it's still going to be another round for Spirit.
Not a bad eco round is an understatement, I think. That was a phenomenal eco round. 4 kills.
They didn't win, though.
No. Okay, fine. Not good enough then. Especially when you're 9-3 up, you should kind of win those ecos. Really got to win those.
Not so much that far. It's
joking.
just more along the lines of that they could have won it, and I thought they might. If he hit the sort of first couple of shots, then he definitely had a chance to spin around. Either way, CT side will have a buy back up on the board. JR is going to be able to get the AWP. I'm not seeing any aggression just yet. They are still doing this sort of 2-pronged push to get Cassandra set up over towards long, and then they do normally fall back. Is he actually going to... Oh, no, he's just going to boost over, that's all. Oh, no, he is up there. He's up in the corner. Quite an interesting spot, actually. I quite like this.
Yeah, it's a... I'm not sure if it's allowed. That's the thing. I won't say anything, because I don't know, but that's a pixel boost, and typically they aren't allowed in events. I'm going to leave that to someone else to decide. It's not my job, but regardless, ALLIN, they are going to be holding off. We do have JR able to get that first pick as we see Spirit start to push up on this short area. First player going down. Mir does try and follow up as well, and he's going to get a dink off, finds the kill. Second one as well. That's going to be a good job. Still pushing up. Why? You haven't even got enough ammo in your clip, and that's what happens. He gets a dink but goes down. Stop wasting all your health, Mir. He pushes up and dies eventually, but he has been doing well regardless. ALLIN are going to be able to secure 10 rounds to 4, and Team Spirit, they are just going on their last buy for the last round of the half.
This has to be technical, right? Both teams have used their boards.
Yeah.
So, couple of tech problems somewhere along the lines. Yeah, I don't think the boost really took too much. So
No.
Yeah, but I don't think it needs. It's not like the Olaf Meister boost. So.
No, a little bit different. You see these things kind of get contested when they have impact, but that didn't have any impact, and there's one more round. It probably won't happen. So that's nice. They haven't used it at all the rest of the map. So it would be a shame to see a team get punished for using something, after having this kind of run into the event.
It is sort of unnecessary as well, because I'm sure you can take a similar angle if you just lean off the side of the blue.
The whole point is it's really unexpected and people don't ever check it because it's it's not allowed. But no impact. I'm not gonna delve on that any further.
Not dwell on the past.
Yeah.
Just waiting for this technical pause to come in. Still looking like a pretty decent half. I think it actually could have been much better. So those couple of rounds where they just overdid it have given an opportunity. If you can see a 5th round come in, a pistol, then I still think it's possible for the comeback to be made. It wouldn't be too surprising, and especially as it always seems to be the second half starts that really do get Team Spirit rolling. Got it right this time. It's no secret.
No secret. For God's sake. But going back into the map here, oh no, this is a highlight. I assume we're going back in. But yeah, Cassandra, that's a nice 4K there.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have a reel, I assume.
Yeah, for the
because
time
this was
being.
round like 1, so, or round 2. He wouldn't have an ump in round 1 unless he's got some incredible skill of like hitting someone down mid, and then even then, I think he'd need 2 kills.
Yeah, he would.
Has anybody ever done that, like bought a Mac 10?
In a pro game, I think once, ages ago. The thing is, it's really hard. The only gun you can buy with 1 kill is the Mac 10, because that's 1050. So a terrorist needs to peek,
T-side, yeah.
and so it needs to be down middle with a Glock, which isn't typically...
What you do is you shoot them twice with a deagle, and then the other person shoots with a Glock.
No, what happened is someone bought a deagle. I remember. I don't think it was like a top pro level, but it was like on HLTV, for example. I can't remember. It was ages ago. I think I saw this at least. Someone bought a deagle. They dropped it to someone else who didn't buy armor, and then that person tapped down mid. They killed the guy with the USP, bought a Mac 10, threw it to someone with armor. That's what happened.
That's probably a bit more sensible than maybe my 2 shots. 1 Glock.
Yeah. I feel like someone would back off after 2 shots, but yeah, it's possible. If a CT got 2 kills, say down suicide, yeah, but the chances of that happening and the chance of them not buying armor as well is so low that no one's going to plan for that. It would be cool to see it as a bit of a strategy though on the T side, something like that. Especially with that deagle play. It's not actually as hard as you think. Getting a deagle kill down middle was the aim of some of these guys. It is phenomenal. So. I don't know. There's always potential for it, but it doesn't ever happen.
Yeah, and then just get a few more, get 3 or 4 kills, and then buy scout.
Yeah, it used to be the buy time. At least this isn't in pro games. It used to be in matchmaking at least. Obviously, the buy time was 45 seconds, not 15. That it is now. So what I used to do is when I was really bad. This is a couple of years ago. I'm still bad now, but when I was really bad, I used to rush B on dust2. Not buy armor, rush B, get a kill, and go back and buy a Mac 10, and then do whatever, and that was always a lot of fun as well. So,
I think I still remember a glitch in one of the, I think it was Face It for like a day, where you could leave and come back, and you got your money again. So they just bought a load of 5.7s and
really, and bought armor.
Yeah, just bought armor. I think because also. I can't remember. I think they had it so that the nades dropped as well. So they pretty much had like the full nade set, armor, 5.7 into the first round. I was just looking at it like, yeah, we're gonna have to reset the round now. This is a game I was casting. I think they got in quite a bit of trouble for that. That might have actually been quick.
I remember previously, I think it's still a thing. If you disconnect, you give someone $300 on the enemy team now. That happened in a pug I was in. It wasn't a pro game, it was a pug. And someone bought up a Mac 10 on pistol round because of that, I think. That was on dust2 as well. Because it was on pistol, they reconnected for whatever reason, and then we had a Mac 10 on pistol and they chucked it to someone with armor. Quite funny, but we are back into the game. So an AWP is going to be on either side. ALLIN already have a couple of tags not in their favour though. JR and me are going to be put down a little bit. Maybe that will counter or hinder some aggression at least from here, which would be nice to see, a bit of a switch up. But here's over towards B along with JR the AWPer, so I imagine that's where the tags came down. Oh my god, how?
This is what happens when you have such a loose hold of short. Like, this is why this strategy is quite, well, I would say underused, and for a pretty good reason, because you can just pretty much give up the whole of short. Now, they don't actually have to take short here. They could just use this as a bait play and go somewhere else. I think they probably will just take short and just use it as an after plant position. But, yeah, mainly because nobody's pushing back at this point.
Flash goes out into middle though. JR is going to cross safely. I think they should realise this shortly that this is going to be an A-side take, especially with the 30 seconds left. There's no pressure on B, and so short is going to be the only avenue they can really attack. But ALLIN playing for this retake. Let's see how well it goes at least. Sotvik going to be pushing up to join his team. They are sneaking this one. JR is going to be so surprised. He doesn't even know. Coley takes him. Oh, what a shot from Kibaken. He's going to be able to drop Chopper in pit. And now Team Spirit. Well, the setup wasn't actually that bad from ALLIN, but it's starting to look it as only 3 players remain for this retake in its last round of the half, so no way to save as they come back in. Hootage?
Hootie.
Oh my god, man. It's been a long day.
The Hootinator.
The Hootinator.
Will be pushing back in, but he's quickly disposed of. Cassandra, 1 versus 4 from long. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Davkost is waiting.
Half going to be secure from Team Spirit, but still 10-5, going to favour all in there. As long as they can continue with a pistol round, it's looking like smooth sailing, and they may be able to 2-0 this series and
They could
secure
have
first
15-0'd
place.
that half.
Oh yeah, look at that donkey.
It's not Eeyore. Either it is Eeyore, and it's just really poorly made.
Russian Eeyore. What's Russian Eeyore?
Igor.
Igor.
Nailed it. Too quick, too quick. Pew pew. Okay. Well, you can see so far, best players, Kibakin and Chopper. No surprise. Actually, Davkos winning the AWP battle. Quite surprising considering the scoreline. But we are going to see the hope for the MAC-10. Now, obviously, all the players have actually brought something up. Nade will drop in, only doing damage. Alright, will be Chopper starting things off, and this is the push onto the site. There's a player looking to try and catch them off, but they're just going to go for this retake. But look at the spot from Hootie. He's in behind. I think they may have heard him, and in the meantime, the retake is coming in. Nice spot from Cassandra. Manages to catch one off, but it's still a 3 versus 2. They've caught the flanker, and the bomb is still yet to be planted.
Bomb will finally go down though, and that's going to signal a full retake coming on here. We do have 2 players towards the doors, no control towards tunnel, so the flank's going to be perfect from Davkos. Lands one, Sotvik as well, follows up. Team Spirit take the pistol, and could this be a third map? Maybe if they can bring this back, Tom.
I really wouldn't be that surprised. I think if it does happen, Team Spirit will win. Just because they've thrown it would literally be a throwaway just because of some of those stupid rounds that they played. So not going to go against them just yet. Of course, they do have the bomb plant, so we will be seeing either a force up in this round or more likely an AK buy coming in. We can already see just on the monitor there, they're going to purchase up a few P250s and go into the next round. Yep. Best camera angle of no one.
Just showing the empty CT spawn, see everyone's like, ooh, hello. Spicy stuff. Mir going to kick things off, grabs a gun. No, he doesn't. He goes down instead. UMP going to be taken though finally as JR actually dropping, and Chopper going to get tagged up with the FAMAS at long range. This is the kind of position where you can peek from when you know you're really not up against much investment. However, if they didn't get the bomb down, it'd be a different story because it's likely we'd see Deagles in the mix here. So while that guy will push up towards short.
You could just say hard.
Hadi.
No, just not even say, just say hard.
Hadijin Nato.
I don't even know.
I've said his name about 400 times today, and I've said it in about 360 different ways. So
I'm pretty sure I've said Hootie all the way through. So
yeah, but you're consistent.
I'll just stick with that. Dima with the triple. I'm gonna need a few more of those. That's, well, actually, considering he's got 8 kills, that's a vast improvement from what we've already seen from him so far. A bit quiet throughout this game. Of course, still plenty of time for them to step back up. They are going to keep one SMG, but their utility is where they have the clear advantage. Mir, well, this side you can push, buddy, but that nade, ooh, nice amount of damage to start off. Getting upwards of about 80 damage.
Yeah, still no man advantage has been found, but that's almost a kill in the damage they've actually received together. So good work already from Team Spirit in that sense, but we will see a bit of pressure towards middle, likely a mid to B coming out. They still have this tunnel control with the bomb, so you'd like to think that, but Mir pushing out with a flash and no smoke is still signalling it to Team Spirit, so this player, Coldie and CT, may be a real man to step up here for the Spirit side. He's got a lot of players on his hands to deal with, and Davkos also going to be posted up with the AWP, able to hold this position as long as the short push doesn't come through, because there is obviously Chopper up in that angle, could drop into CT to create the distraction. He will try at least with Dima. He's going to be out peeking towards the B doors, and oh, what a push through the smoke, Coldie. 2 for him. Sotvik finds another. Chopper does get 1 as the AWP goes down over on A, but that's still going to be the only thing they're yet to find here. Sotvik goes in big again for another. JR goes down, and Chopper going to be caught between 2 players, catches out 1 though, and going to be able to hold off onto the doors to secure a second if it does so present itself.
Yeah, shopping, looking to try and continue.
Shut up.
To take this kill. Will be Coldie waiting for him. Close. He's got the cross with Sotvik, who is low on HP.
Oh, that could have been it.
Find it, but he's not going to fill up his basket of any kills.
I hate you so much.
I think you better said every single player's name in that round. Like, you said so many names.
Not every.
You're close.
Not every name. Did say Jatatatatatat Nata Hootie. But But the pistols are out for all in. You really are making me reach my end. You know, if I die, it's your fault.
Don't worry. At this point, you can safely say that we're all in.
That doesn't even work. That literally just does not even work.
I know, you're basically just doing it to annoy you at this point. Am I breaking your spirit?
I can't even say kick. Dot kick Tom Biz. Right, all in. Can you cast, please?
Yeah, he's managed to get himself the P90 for a matter of seconds. We will see Chopper trying to get back in. He's got himself a dig. Spots out one, but Dina is there to finish him off. Looking like they're going to attempt to get the bomb onto this A site. We do have Coldy waiting for them, and he's got himself an AK. This should be nice and easy.
God.
This is the other team. Okay. Attempt 2. Yeah, there we go.
Push goes up though. Coldy going to spray down. He lands himself the first, and the second is going to be found by Tony or Kibakin. So Team Spirit, I'm getting scared, Tom, because it seems that they may actually come back from a 5-10 loss. All in are going for their bye, but it is going to be their last chance. So pause going to be called in though. I'm not sure which side that is on. I can only imagine the all inside as they try and think of what they need to pick this one up. And nice pause button there. Yeah, it is going to be an all-in pause. So they're trying to decide what they want to do on their buy round here. As obviously there's a lot of pressure on this one. If they lose it, they're going to go down in rounds. It's going to be favoured to the Spirit side. So obviously they want to keep things going in their favour as we do go into the second half.
Got too cocky. They got too cocky.
That's
just what happened. They tried to push mid too many times. Mir, they got way overzealous with a lot of his pushes. Gave away rounds. They literally could have 50-0'd that first half if they weren't silly about it. And they tried too many over-aggressive pushes. And yes, at the time, Spirit were having some problems with actually entering onto the sites. But you hand them kills, and they're going to gain some confidence back. So I can't say I feel sorry for them at all that this is starting to go back the other way, because they brought it on themselves. And now Spirit, well, they're going to be feeling that the momentum's in their favor. They're going to start trying to bring this one back. They're onto the CT side. Normally, someone like Davkos will be doing pretty well, but we'll see whether or not they can actually pull this one over the line. Either way, JR, Glass Cannon AWP. Plenty of utility on the rest of the team have purchased back up into this round. And we'll see if the pause is actually able to help them capitalize on this round.
Aggression up towards middle as well. Potential push coming out for Cassandra, but meanwhile they do start to push a couple of players up towards this short area, flashing and smoking. It's likely, or flashing and mollying, it's likely they're going to be clearing this out this area just so they have it at least to rotate back into it. They want to take the A site, but right now it's sending a plentitude of players up towards this B upper area. This is interesting. 2 going out mid as well. That is going to be Cassandra and JR. But sending the AWP out mid is quite interesting as well. He's probably going to be used as a pick player to try and spot the CT spawn if they do want to clear that out. Unless they're going to smoke it, of course. They do both have smokes to work with there. So there's a lot of potential to do different things here. And as long as Softic doesn't get too aggressive in tunnels, all in should have the element of surprise up until when they push the site. But look at this. Cassandra's already rounded the corner. It's going to be completely clear, and they don't even realise as he pushed all the way up to the door. Demon's going to catch him out, though. Now they know where the CTs are, at least one of them, as he's going to be spotted out. Sotfik follows up, and they know where exactly both they are. Mir, he hits the one tap, but Dima returns. JR is going to be alone, as Sotfik has single-handedly sprayed down the whole of the all inside. He's going to be over towards Carl, but JR doesn't want to take that fight, knowing that a CT could rotate in through the doors and catch him while he's facing the wrong way at any point, so he will back off. With 25 seconds left, it's going to be around Team Spirit, and this is starting to look a scary story for All In.
Yeah, he'll still have to be Glass Cannon, even if he manages to save this. We'll find the shot onto Coldy. A little bit of extra cash, but of course you don't get very much for getting a kill with the AWP. We'll be able to retrieve an incendiary grenade, looking for a little bit more damage, but no surprise that I'm going to be telling you that this will be an even scoreline. Spirit, they are on the comeback, and it's looking like All In. Maybe throwing this one away.
This cam is used appropriately now. You can see a fully stocked CT.
This has literally gone from 8-0 to 10-0.
Oh, All In. Are they Danish or Russian? I keep forgetting. Because they are choking. Although that's a Chinese player.
They're a little bit wet. Like liquid.
Cheeky. But the double AWP on the side is...
Oh, that was a switch.
Okay, I thought that was on long. No, we're okay.
Did he actually just run straight through smoke?
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's 10-0. You haven't lost the game. Why are you making plays like that? That is just full-on stupid plays coming out now from ALLIN. It looks like I think I'm looking at a fully tilted team at this point. That is just an absolute insane level of play that you're trying to make there.
Yeah, that kind of thing may work at a lower tier, but at this point, you're not going to be able to just rush through smoke and get away with it. Team Spirit will punish you, and they will cut off your pinky toe and send it back to your families and ask for a ransom. But we can see Davkos going to be posted up towards short. Cody's well supporting a lot. It's anti-flash. He's playing this angle, so if Davkos gets flash, he can call for support. Cody goes to the beacon. Davkos will actually land that first shot as well. Spirit holding down this line very well. ALLIN still continuing this push. No more flashes to carry on. The CT flash going to blind them out. Chopper does some chopping though, and we will see JR follow up as well as these CT start to fall. There's only 3 remaining. The bomb going to go down, and they could actually go into this short post plant. And this could be a really good round for them, assuming these CTs don't get the first drop on the kills.
We are looking to see whether they can hold on to this site. 2 players coming in from long. The AWP of JR is going to be taking back over short, where the bomb is actually planted for. Dima will be throwing that in. It's going to be Chopper on the site, looking for the kill, finding the first, looking for the second as well over towards long, but it will be the fall back. And, well, I think Chopper's a bit like a lumberjack at the moment. He's just giving me wood.
Very much so.
Peace out, guys.
I can see. I can see.
I can't top that pun.
that is a brilliant one. I will give it to you. Nice shot through the doors though. Softfix going to be able to find Chopper. That will be still the round found by ALLIN. The issue is they have had a very struggling T-side half. That is their first round again on the board. So it probes the question: is a reset going to come in here?
Potentially. Obviously I can't say for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's basically the most anti-answer response ever. But at the same time, it is, even looking at the buy, they didn't have too many players saving. There was the ability of the AWP to actually do some damage towards the end of the round. Already we're going to see the first pick coming in, and that'll be Cassandra out of the round. Now, we do have to wait and see. They managed to pull it back in the last one, even after the mistakes of Hootie just running straight through smoke to try and challenge. But, well, so far Team Spirit have been good over on their CT side. They've clawed this one back 5 rounds in a row, of course, and now they're looking to make that another.
Yeah, and we got again. Cody just plays the anti-flight. He is the professional baiter. He's a registered baiter here for the Spirit side. We do have
quite happy about that one.
That's a good one. Very well done. Kibikan is going to be in the pit though, so not peeking this one. Now it's Cody taking the fight. The flashes aren't going to be set up. He's just waiting for a smoke push. If it does come through, as soon as that smoke dissipates, he should then start playing anti-flash, and we're likely to see Kibikan start taking the fight. There we go. Smoke goes. He plays anti-flash, and now if ALLIN flash over long, he can make the peaks. But he still has the support, at least spotting out. He will turn around first. Kill. No! That's the flick. Hutchie takes him down, and now a 4v4 in play, but they've got to worry about long. There's a couple of players to deal with there. Hutchie going to miss some key shots. He jumps in with his Glock to get the kill, and Chopper supporting to take down Davkos. The AWP's going to be found. And Mir as well. This is all suddenly falling away. ALLIN are going to be taking control of the site, but Sophic, is at least going to get one for his troubles. However, I don't think more will present themselves in this chance. And ALLIN, they're not allowing a reset. 12 rounds will be on the board, and a save from the last Spirit player.
Yeah, it looked like it was a really good setup towards long, and both players just completely whiffed everything. Like, they didn't manage to get a single kill. One player in pit, one player playing close in the corner of blue, and he wasn't even spotted. That was the worst thing. Lovely spin around from Hootie to actually find that kill. So Fick will be looking to try and add one more. It looks like they're just going to fall back. I think this is a much smarter decision from the T side. It would be nice to get rid of that AWP, but it's not worth risking their own economy to do so. It was something they did quite cleverly in the last map, and I think getting back into a sort of rhythm of doing the same sort of things and not going over aggressive is definitely important for them as a team. Yeah, especially talking about their economy, they really haven't had a chance to build it up with only 2 rounds out of 7 so far. So that's something important you've got to take into account here, or 2 rounds out of 8, no 7. You've got to take into account here. Obviously, they want to start building up some T-side rounds before they chase, and that's even if they do. The issue is here, the AWP is going to still be saved, and there's always potential to juggle that around, as I always say. And the amount of rounds I've seen won by just an AWP and a couple of pistols, maybe some armor as well, has been phenomenal. So let's see how it turns out at least. No pick going to be found. Sotvik and Davkos are both tagged very, very early on, and Mir is going to be kicking it off by taking down Dima as they aggress down middle. Yeah, we will see a rotation of Davkos. He only has 20 HP, unable to get any armor behind this AWP, well, for risk of not being able to buy back up into the next round. We'll be looking over towards Hootie, who is currently blind. However, the bomb is already rotating away. Chopper low on HP will be the carrier of the precious cargo. And we will see whether or not they can actually get back in, or the aggression there, get back in. He's trying to find out some sort of information play. Of course, they don't have too much to actually play with in this round. dust2 is going to go down as well, and we'll cold the 15 HP at P250. He'd be lucky if he can get away with a kill.
And he won't. Does get a dink though, surprising. Good aim from him. They don't take the double up. You can see Hutchie just questioning it if they want it, but all in regardless are going to get themselves a 13th round. And now, as they were struggling earlier on in this half, it looked like the game may have come back in the favour of Team Spirit. It seems like they finally kicked it into overdrive right when they've needed it, and this has been really, really good for them in terms of picking up rounds. That's 3 in a row now. Team Spirit not having a chance to get a reset back on, are going to be going for the buy eventually, and no up tag down mid just yet, but still, Team Spirit definitely not out of this matchup until we see 15 or 16 rounds.
Well, yeah, this was the way that it went in the last couple. We saw all in, well, I'd say in the previous series.
Yeah.
And the last couple of maps, they got to this sort of aggressive mark where you're like, okay, this is it. Maybe they made some mistakes previously, but now they're taking over the line, and then Team Spirit just came back right towards the end. So not ruling them out until the Fat Lady sings, and at the moment, well, she may have started humming, but that's about it.
I like that. All in though. Again, set up towards B, but yet no mid control. This is weird. They do have Cassandra obviously up towards short, but with no mid control, this isn't a very typical setup towards B. Yeah, that's good. That's denying a peek from Davkos and keeping the man advantage in the favour, yet still enabling them to get some map control up towards this edge of long. And now we will see them start to set up towards B. But again, as I say, no mid control. They can obviously drop Cassandra into the CT spawn, but no flashbangs on him is going to make this very hard. Why would you peek with just a knife out there? We are going to see the kill go the way of Sotvik, traded by Hutchie, but still all in. They're going to fight in with a man at disadvantage. Going further on is Dima. He takes himself one. May follow up as well. Bomb's going to be dropped in the open. Rotations yet to come in, but finally they are going to start to shift. We do have this mid player who will be able to pincer anyone pushing from the CT spawn. And Dima is wreaking havoc. Mir finally takes him, and we do have Cassandra over towards middle. Going to be able to spot out another. That's Davkos going down. The AWP is out for the count, and it's all going to be on Kabakan as he rotates back into the T-spawn, but it should all be over here as all in. They get the bomb down and secure themselves 14 rounds.
Yeah, I do question a few things with Dima's play there, because he was alone, so him staying alive did have a little bit more value than him actually challenging all those players. Doesn't manage to connect. They don't manage to connect onto him for a long time either. But the big problem was just Cassandra holding in middle and the flanks being taken down. The timing, literally, I think if Dima survived, say, maybe 2 or 3 seconds longer, the flank would have come in and there would have been nobody facing in that direction. So a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of poor timing. But either way, it's all in getting themselves to that 14 marker. They need 2 rounds and they have won $30,000. And a little bit of extra pride as well. I imagine it would feel pretty good to go from losing in the upper bracket to then come back and win the final. That would be like basically showing that you have learned from your mistakes. Although they definitely, for going to the actual qualification over in Atlanta, they do have a lot of work to do for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean it's almost, I don't want to be rude about any of the teams, but in all of the minors pretty much that have gone by, it's hard to see many of these teams making it into the actual major, and that's not just because of the teams are bad. That's because this major qualifier, I think, in my opinion, I think you would agree with me in saying this is the hardest major qualifier we have ever seen. The amount of teams that have been legends in so many previous majors who aren't in it is phenomenal. And and for example, Cloud9, who didn't even attend the previous major, have now just won Pro League in Brazil.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. If you take the last year and look how many of these teams have actually won a big tournament. Like, even if you go back to the first season of ECS, you have G2 winning that event. You've got Cloud9, obviously. You've got Dignitas as well. They won the WSG qualifier. Then they went on to win Epicenter. So, obviously, we helped them a little bit with their confidence.
Yeah, there's so many teams, and like only 8 teams are going to get through. It's such a competitive thing, but at least it gives some experience. I'd like to see All In at least picked up by an organisation after this event.
I think they will for that qualifier. Yeah, that's a huge sponsorship role playing against all those teams.
And that'd be great as well to see them obviously get their travel costs covered to go to the event, because as far as I'm aware, I've never really seen any of these players other than JR and Mir. So it's hard for them probably to pay for this out of pocket.
I think I've seen most of them before. I think the only one I haven't seen in this game may actually be Hootie. I think I've got it because, well, obviously, if you work for the CIS organisation, you're going to see quite a few of these players around. Yeah. Either way, this is just clean-up kills. They're saving for that 15th. They're going to go all the way to overtime. This time it will be all-in, making it to 15. So they've already done better than they did previously. They need one round, and they have done it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd imagine an org would pick them up. I'm not too sure who. No, obviously,
I would be very, very surprised if somebody didn't pick them up. Let's put it this way: if LDLC will pick up a no-name French team for WSG, I'm sure somebody will be willing to sponsor this team for an event that could lead to a major. Very small chance. I don't want to hate on them, but
worth the shot.
I think it has to be the case. And just as an advertising purpose, you could say that this would be worth it. And they are still just a mix team. Like, if these guys genuinely practice together, like, I think there could be something there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see, like, although it would be nice to see maybe Chopper go back into another team. I'm sure he's played in many CIS teams already, but I would actually quite like to see them stick together for a little bit, considering, although they've probably been together in other teams, in this exact roster, it's only been, like, what, 8 or 9 maps? Most of them just for the minor.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, the name that just rings to me straight off the bat, I don't know why, but Orbit, you know, they currently don't have a team after recently getting rid of MK, so, I don't know, that's the only team I can think of around the tier 2-3 scene. No, they no longer want to invest in teams, they said, due to
wimps.
Due to whatever reason.
Wimps.
I won't
calling you out. I'm calling you out, E-Frag. I love you, really. But we are going to see the push coming in. It's going to be the short play. This is the last attempt. If they lose this round, they are done and dusted. Mir has managed to fall down. They've used the smoke to block off Davkos. He's actually going to go through. The scoping player's going to get caught, and this is already looking much, much better. It's going to be Kabak, and sprays down 2, brings it back to contention, though, not letting them take this one from the grasp of ALLIN.
Yeah, but both these players rotating in through CT. We have Chopper in mid expecting a short control rotation, but there isn't one coming through. And now we see Dima throwing out the smoke. It's not going to land very well. JR hits a key shot. Going to try and follow up as well. We're zooming out at the wrong time. Dima's pushing up the ramp. He gets a kill as well. It's into a 2v2. And now these Ts, they have to hurry up and regroup. We have Chopper coming up towards long. Very key shot from him. Almost a return from Sophic. He pulls out the pistol, but it's not enough. Chopper is going to do it. And look at those guys. The glee. They've just won $30,000. And they have come first place here at the StarLadder CIS Minor. Not only that, but obviously early in the day they did qualify for the E-League major qualifier, which will be later in the year. And I mean, you can't be happier than that. What a great performance. They came into this event, obviously not being one of the big names that we kind of expected, alongside other ones like Tengri or even the players on Rocks or Spirit, like we just saw. But they are going to secure first place, and GG to them. Well deserved.
Well, even still, even just considering that this is not only, it's a CIS minor, home crowd and everything, but also, like, let's realistically think about how many tournaments these guys could have won. Team Spirit have won stuff in the past. Most of them would have been online tournaments, but for these guys, I reckon this is probably the first big win that they've had, managing to take it off of Spirit, who beat them earlier in the day. It's going to be a tough loss. I feel you could see by the looks on their faces, they know that they should have done better in that sort of map, and well, they did make a good comeback overall, but it's just that sort of the other maps that go into the map pool. I think they themselves will need possibly to work on Cash, Mirage, somewhere along those lines before they can go to that minor. But that trophy, it's only going to go to one team, and ALLIN, they've managed to pull this one off.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant performance. I couldn't be happier for them. It's nice to see at least a small team pick something up so massive. So that's a lot of money as well for a non-organised, like a team without an organisation. So yeah, great smiles all round, and they will be posing for all the photos as well. Couldn't be better for them. And obviously great performance from players like Chopper, Mir, both players who stepped up massively. We had some great opening from JR, obviously great support from the other two. It's just been a really good day of Counter-Strike, and obviously a lot of great performances across the board.
I can't name anybody in this team who didn't have impactful rounds throughout the day. We have followed them through, and yeah, no, congratulations. I do want to give a shout out to Spirit as well all the way through. This is the first game that they've actually lost, so you have to say that they had a very good tournament. Well deserves their spot going to the qualifier from the CIS region, of course, and I'm sure that they are going to give their best shot to try and get into that major. I do think it'll be very tough, but they do have a little bit of time to work on it. Obviously, I don't think they've actually announced when that qualifier will be. I reckon it will be pretty soon, just because we know that the major is actually going to be fairly early in January, so it has to be soon, just because we're running out of time. Either way, speaking of time, well, that's pretty much it. That is me and you done, at least for StarLadder for now. I know I'll be back. Don't worry about you. I'm sure we'll bring you back.
Let's hope, maybe, if I'm lucky.
If you can
I don't
start
want to be
getting
back.
the names right.
I don't want to be back if you continue making these puns. That's the thing.
That's 100% going to happen.
Okay.
Like, I have made puns all the way through my casting career, and I never will stop. If I do, well, you can show me this video and call me out. That's all I'm saying. But either way, thank you very much for joining us. That has been the CIS Minor. Once more, congratulations to ALLIN and, well, to all the teams. I think we've had a few standouts. I'm still going to highlight VWS because I think they did very, very well. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased, but at the same time, coming third in a minor, that was not expected of them. Definitely not. Team from Lithuania coming and doing that. Again, I think Spirit will feel hard done by, but they have achieved the main goal. And again, congratulations, ALLIN. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you, Hugo, although I can't say the names of players very well. And we will see you again soon, I'm sure.